Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 15th, going to the 21st of May. So I'm going to dive straight into it. I'm just going to say, because I do get a few comments about it, I'm only holding this for people whose devices don't pick up my sound like everybody else's. So for those of you who can hear me perfectly well when I let go of it, that's great, that's fine. But some people don't, so that's the only reason why I'm holding it, and so that my sound is a bit clearer. So anyway, I'm going to jump straight into it, all right? And if I'm looking over here, Mercury is retrograding, all right? And this keeps lagging, so I'm just watching it. All right, let's see what's going on for you. Virgos, for the week of the 15th to the 21st, please, Spirit. Whoa, I just had some anxiety, and the card that came out with it is not so great. So maybe some of you guys are feeling that. For Virgos, please, for this week. Oh, okay, thank you. And one more. Thank you. My stomach for the earth signs has been so strange. I don't know if there's anything to do with your stomach area, but I'm kind of picking it up on the chakra here because you're feeling some deep anxiety or some anxiety about what's to come, or I will dive into it, but it's in my solar plexus, all right, and my sacral chakra, okay? So pay attention to those chakras, and it does make sense. I'm just going to jump into it, Virgo, because the first card you had out when I'm speaking about anxiety is orphaned. And these chakras are so involved in your confidence and in your desires and your ability to be able to manifest and to achieve those. So I feel like your confidence is a little bit low here. You're feeling at a lack. The orphan card is feeling abandoned, is feeling like things aren't really working out very well for you. Now, the best thing that I can say about this is that you're working through those emotions, which is incredible. I do see that you are unlocking your third eye, okay? So that's another chakra coming through for you guys this week. And you're really kind of connecting a bit more to your spirituality, and I do believe this is going to help you see things a little bit differently, to move yourself away from the orphan card, all right, from this feeling of regret, deep pain, disappointment, into the higher power, that third eye, which is unlocking some sort of peace. And what's interesting about this, when I'm looking at these two cards, so these two cards is a change of perspective, and the higher power is the lead of that. To me, this is the same place. So I'm channeling something here, so it may not seem like that to you visually, but just listen. Because it's almost like a perspective of something is keeping you down or keeping something from looking a certain way. So this piece is saying to me that you're still in the same place, but you see it differently. You're turning something into a blessing, by the way, from this, because they're very highly emphasizing the fact that this is the same location. So you're going to be in the same place, but what's different about it is how you feel about it. So going from looking at all the ruins here and just the difference of these cards is insane. So okay, sorry guys, I really apologize for my messy channeling, but it is almost like you're cleaning up the mess that somebody else made in your life, whether it be the baggage, the memories. These are things that may have happened a long time ago. Like I'm almost seeing like a graveyard, and it's such a deep thing to see, but it's almost like I'm seeing all these so graphic, so skip ahead if you don't like it, but I'm kind of just seeing things that have expired a long time ago, but the bones and the darkness is remaining. I'm almost seeing it here like that. And I think it's been lingering. There is some significance around the imagery that I'm seeing right now. So you're kind of changing that. You're clearing it all up. You're removing those bones, the remnants, the, kind of memories. Maybe that's what it is. You're kind of clearing out the closet, is what I'm hearing here. Is that what they say, the skeletons in the closet here? You're kind of removing anything that you've been holding on to. Things that have caused deep hurt, deep pain. It's orphaned energy, okay? You're kind of clearing out some shadow work. That's what it feels like for you, Virgo. And you're making peace with these things now. So there is a level of deep forgiveness that's happening for what you've been through, because you're seeing something higher. I'm just going to jump into the tarot straight away. I want to see what this, it's almost like Spirit is showing you something. Some of you, and it's not, I think you're going to see things that are unique to your own path, but one thing that I'm picking up on is your potential. You know, if you didn't let these things get to you, you're going to see who you can become if you just let go of the things and that have, you know, damaged your self-esteem, that has brought you a lot of pain in your life. A lot of pain, I have to say, Virgo. You guys have been through a lot. So this lack of self-confidence is going to change. And for a lot of you, you may have not felt very up to doing your work, like because of something here. Because after the peace card, which is so beautiful, like there is a huge transformation to what you're doing to your space or your internal space. You're really removing all that negativity. Anything, I'm just seeing, this just does not look good. Like I'm literally seeing it as if this was in your space right now. Some of you could be your home because you're sitting in a nest here. But it's like the peace card is really like, you've removed everything that is giving you this reminder of the pain that you've been through. And now this kind of broken tower is being turned into this kind of egg. So what that means, Virgo, is that whatever it is that has got you down and low, you're turning it into a gift. You're turning it into your power. You're turning it into something that is going to bless you in time. So the peace card is kind of making peace with the situation. It's forgiveness. It's a dove with an olive branch, which is about forgiveness here. It is about moving on from a situation. It's choosing peace. There's a lot of growth, you know, everything in this energy and what I was picking up on with the kind of the bones. I don't know what they mean by that, but some of you may know. Is now like this beautiful green area. So you see the difference? You're going from death to life. You guys could definitely be going through this rebirth. That's what it feels like. All right, because yeah, after the peace card, you have chop wood, which is a working hard card. So Virgo, there is a lot of work ahead. Chop wood says that sometimes we have to stick to the mundane routines to get to the results, but don't give up. All right, as boring as it may be, or as God, as much as there is a lot of work ahead of you, Virgo, the doors are really opening for you. You are going to step into that vision that the universe showed you. Okay, whatever that is, whatever you feel called towards is opening for you. As you can see, the similarities with these cards is what you kind of saw, that you this connection to the divine. In this higher power is kind of this beautiful white light shining from the third eye, and then the chop wood is kind of being shone down on this door here. So it's something that you have seen is the end of something and beginning of something else. Closing a door and something, finally clearing something out. So some of you Virgos, you might need to step into a routine. That could be to something that's changing your perspective a little bit, you know. All right, let's pull you the tarot. I'm so sorry, 8 minutes in and still on the oracles, but there's a lot to say for you. For Virgos, please, for this week, what's the overall message, please, for Virgo? 3 of Cups, the Emperor. Very good. Ace of Swords, that's very good too. And the Page of Cups. So some of you may be getting a very emotional message from somebody here. Or you could be dealing with your emotions. If it's not actually somebody communicating with you, which for some of you it is. This could be a really strong truth that's going to really kind of spark some trigger with your inner child. The Page of Cups comes through as this inner child energy, but this is a truth that's coming through to heal it. Okay, so whatever this is, it is going to be healing over time because, you know, it's bad than a lie. A lie is very different or complete uncertainty. You're kind of getting clarity finally on something, and it is going to hit deep, but at the same time, it is going to lift you up at the same time, okay? Pay attention to this. We have the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. So for some of you, this could just be hearing from someone of the past, but moving away from that message, it is what it is if that's what you're going through. Some of you are still haunted by it, like I said in the beginning with the Orphan card. Some of you are still holding yourself to yourself out of fear because of what has happened to you. 9 of Swords is kind of just projecting your own fears and keeping yourself stuck, and as you can see, like her body language, it's the memories that are keeping you in this corner. Some of you may struggle with social anxiety, or you may be just struggling with anxiety in general. You may be struggling to open up, to communicate with people. Some of you get some really good news. So as much as there is something, maybe the truth is just maybe some communication from an emperor. This could be somebody who could be a very strong suit in terms of love. All right, with the Three of Cups, this could be somebody who wants to celebrate with you, something, okay? But the Emperor could also be a father figure. Some of you may be healing some wounds with a father figure here as well with the Three of Cups. Okay? Bringing some connection into your life. Okay, so some of you, maybe this pain is coming from maybe masculine energy in your life, and it doesn't have to be gender specific. It's people who have dominated, people who have controlled you maybe, or anything along that way, Knight of Swords. Can we clarify what this is? It is kind of truth and clarity. It's a message coming in. Can we clarify the Knight of Swords? Oh my God. There's a lot of people coming through for you, Virgo. I'm not going to lie. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups. Okay, so this is a week definitely about connections with people. Sorry. We have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, which is about communication. There could be some communication in terms of your career, by the way, coming through very quickly. This could be an opportunity. This could be a payment coming in. All right, that is going to come in sooner than you expected it, which is amazing. Some of you, if you've been manifesting or speaking to somebody about opportunities, then this could be coming through. Again, we also have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. So there could be 3 significant people around you as well who you'll be celebrating with also. I'm going to dive into this tarot, the oracle cards a little bit further, okay? Wow. That came very quickly. The orphaned energy is being clarified by some major arcana cards here, so that's very important. Okay, some of you need to get creative. Go back into the things that you once loved, whether it be artistic, whether it be to do with a specific hobby of yours or a creative project of yours, or just something that you're really good at. All right, building your skills is going to make you feel a lot better. And some of you have a knocked confidence because you're not doing something that helps you to grow because of these feelings. I think it's very difficult when you're feeling in this orphaned energy. It can indicate kind of I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, so I can't tell you, I'm not able to diagnose you, but the orphaned energy does speak to me as a reader about some hints of depression or anxieties, or a little bit of a low, some problems with your mental health might be coming through here, because this orphaned energy with the moon is some deep trauma, deep emotions. The moon can be an interesting card though, because it's really good to address it. It's good to sit in this energy to understand it, because that's a really good way of doing that. However, when we're in the moon energy and our emotions for too long, they do start to become overpowering. And what's interesting is in the Fool's Journey, which is this, a very beautiful journey, and I'm going to speak about it in a second. The moon speaks of when you sit there too long, it does kind of become very distorted, and it does kind of start to distort reality a little bit. When we sit in it for too long, we start to believe everything is now bad and everything will always, it kind of says that the more that you sit in this, the worse it can get. So just pay attention to that. I think with the Fool card and the moon, it's kind of asking you to maybe jump away from this. And actually, these actually are very interesting. I think you've had to mature very early. You are a very, very, very old soul, Virgo, and sometimes the weight of your wisdom and the weight of your experiences and your history, it can be very heavy, and it can be very depressing at times, because you've seen everything. You've seen the darkness, you've seen the light, but sometimes the darkness can be very overpowering. So the moon energy here and the Four is kind of similar, because you can see it's very similar platform that you're on. Bring back the youthfulness. You are so wise beyond your years, and you've got so much wisdom and experience through your life, but I'm kind of seeing that they want you to bring in this youthful energy back in again. Just try to explore, try to grow, try to take new leaps of faith, even with the risk. I feel like you need a bit of an adrenaline rush, so maybe skydive, Virgo, do something that kind of brings some life back into you, because the Fool It's very like it is very naive, so just pay attention to that. But it is a very youthful energy, and it is one of joy. It is one of knowing that the universe is there to guide you. And I feel like you've been in this energy before, but I think you got stuck at the moon. So they're kind of wanting you to restart something. So maybe you are having to go back to the beginning again. Maybe you are just trying to start things fresh again with that full energy, because it's now leaping into the Eight of Pentacles. So it's to do with your work. It's to do with building your skills in something. It could be working on your finances, but the Eight of Pentacles is when you enjoy to do something, all right? It could be multiple things that you're, looking forward to doing. And I do believe that when we jump away from this moon energy, and I'm going to clarify the moon just one more time so I can help you come out of that, hopefully. But the Fool card is seemingly your advice from Spirit to get out of this orphan energy. Is just take a different route. Jump ship a little bit here. What's this moon energy, please? So justice. Okay, so it just feels like there's a lot of things that have felt very out of balance. Maybe it's legal situations. Maybe it's just unfair situations. It could be a strong Libran energy coming through here. If things have been unfair and you're kind of seeking fairness here, then do it on your own path, Sometimes we're expecting it from certain people or, which can be very difficult when we don't have that. And if your life is out of balance, try to dance in the rain is what it feels like. Whatever that means. You can see the similarities between these two cards. Sorry, I just wanted to look at it too on the camera because I feel like you're really analyzing your emotions, which again is really, really good, but it kind of feels like it is getting too much to a point where it is becoming a little bit like distorting. The Seven of Cups can be, confusion, and it can create more emotion. There's a little bit, it just feels very counterproductive. So this higher power is what Spirit is coming through as. And I was feeling like this is kind of showing you who you can become. And you already knew that this was you, by the way. I just think you got a little bit lost with it, which is fine. Sometimes when we do some shadow work, and it does feel like that's what you've been doing, it can kind of become very overwhelming and start to, do the reverse of what it should be doing. So they're wanting you to create, they're wanting you to bring this youthful energy in, but the higher power being clarified by the Empress and Nine of Wands is protect this vision of yourself. You are already this Empress energy, regardless of gender here, Virgo. This is somebody who is a very high value person. This is somebody who is in a divine feminine where, things flow to them and they give graciously in terms of love and in terms of, it's a very beautiful open energy, but not just open in general to everything. They're up super high, so meaning that you're up on this platform, up connected to Spirit, so only what is on your level can reach you. And because you're at such a high level, it doesn't bring in any bad. You know what I mean? This is the visuals that I'm seeing here. So this higher power being clarified by the Empress and the Nine of Wands is definitely a person who is super strong in their boundaries, somebody who knows their worth and knows how to fight for it, somebody who knows how to say no to things without having to give any explanation for why. This is somebody who is no longer people pleasing. This is somebody who knows their value, who knows their worth, and is sitting in the abundance of that. Okay, so this higher power is really calling to you about who you can become. The Empress, by the way, is a beautiful, beautiful energy, super attractive energy. It is ruled by Venus, so it's a planet of love. Okay, planet of blessings coming through in terms of love, loving energy flowing through to you. So being more connected to the universe. So the Nine of Wands, you guys are strong. Protect this vision, protect this energy, protect this part of you, because it is already there. So this clarified peace then, which is more in the present. Hierophant. So some of you need to bring in some more structure into your life. The Hierophant may also be, again, your connection to your belief system. Okay, this could be in terms of relationships as well at this time. Yeah, look. Okay. So the higher power in the Empress is where you are going. So you are going to be in this energy. You already are. It's already within you. But you're just trying to find a way to get to it, if that makes any sense. Trying to bridge the gap between the orphaned and the orphaned energy, kind of Five of Pentacles energy of lack, loss, emotional trauma, baggage, to this My God, I'm so sorry, Virgo. To the Empress, who is so high above it, doesn't even impact the person anymore. It's the strength. You know, they're in the strength position from it now. All right. So it's kind of showing me a timeline. Because that's more of a future thing, your peace card is kind of where you are now and the advice for now, which is interesting because you do have the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And this is a very interesting energy because you are again this Queen of Wands, very fiery, beautiful energy. This is again someone who is beautiful inside and out, somebody who is very attractive, somebody who is kind of working towards the Empress energy, okay? Confident. Now this is what you look like on the outside, and this is who you are. Virgo, I just feel like you're really trying to step into who you know that you are, but some sort of trauma, some anxiety, some worries, some things that have happened have got in the way of that. The Nine of Swords is again like very, very opposing energies. This is the anxiety that's making you want to play it small because other people have put you in the corner here. Other people have tried to make you be small. Other people have made you feel guilty for shining bright, Virgo. The Queen of Wands is saying to just be open. Be that person who you know you are, even when it's something that scares you. Because this is who you are. Don't be afraid to be yourself. I think your thoughts have made you small, or again, what people have said to you have made you very small, made you, not stand out. It kind of feels very going against your nature, though. Then we have the Hierophant and the Strength. So beautiful major arcana cards coming through with this piece is when you are really... Hierophant, if it's not to do with love, which for some of you who are in a relationship or wanting to be in a relationship, you are going to find a very peaceful, very strong connection that is going to last a very long time. The Hierophant is marriage, okay? It's very traditional. It's very loving. It is a promise. Outside of love, for those who are not really interested in that, the Strength in the Hierophant really brings strong beliefs. It does bring strong obedience, because that's also what the Hierophant is about, but it's obedience that's going to take you to another level. So I am picking up on this energy of finding peace with being confident, with being yourself, with knowing that you are this very beautiful, adaptive, creative energy, but that does bring you anxiety. So you're learning how to balance this energy by kind of doing it anyway. That's the energy I'm picking up on, is do it anyway, even when you're fearful, even when you're scared. Do it anyway, because you know that you are deserving of it, and you know that it's going to give you good things. So you are really pushing beyond these very difficult emotions. So I'm very proud of you, Virgo. That's very, very difficult to do. Very difficult to do, and that's why a lot of people don't do it. But it does feel like you're pulling yourself out of a very dark place. Chopwood coming through is that High Priestess, so very similar to that higher power. As we were connecting those cards already, this is saying that you intuitively are knowing that something is going to pay off for you. Listen to your intuition at this time when it's telling you what to do and telling you who to connect with. With the Two of Cups is coming through. This does really pick up on something you may have seen before in a connection. Interesting. Six of Cups. This does feel like a soulmate. All right. This feels like some of you may be meeting up with somebody of the past and are now going to be a part of like your soul tribe. But you had a good connection with them in the past already, so this is just strengthening that. But if it's not, in that case, if it's not in the physical reality, it definitely is in your soul reality, because it feels like you may have actually signed a contract with this person in the past. This is so beautiful. Again, you're kind of escaping that dark place that you've been in and really entering the sun. Some of you, we did have last reading, I believe, that you were kind of withdrawing from people. The devil energy feels like you have it in this dark place, but you're climbing those stairs. You're getting out of your head. You're getting out of this devil energy. Out of this dark hole is what I'm kind of picking up on, and really enjoying the sun. So get out there, make sure you are stepping into nature. My lovelies, especially meditating in nature will be very, very good for you. You're escaping this devil energy, and that feels very beautiful. This is very, very lovely to see. Yeah, some of you, this devil is being clarified by Six of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, and this is kind of some advice that I was asking for. So Six of Pentacles is, again, kind of structure and routine. It is Virgo energy, so it's paying attention to your work, making sure that we're balanced, balancing personal life and work life, all right, making sure that we don't, overly give or just ruin this balance that we're creating. The Three of Pentacles is, again, that teamwork, or is working hard on a foundation of something so that it is stable, moving forward, and we don't end up in this devil place. This dark hole, again, is what's coming through with that. All right, so this is very, very beautiful. You're gonna get your mojo back, which is very lovely to see. But you're stepping into who you already are, which is beautiful. The thing is, I'm sorry to keep repeating it, but it's just because I'm like translating in my head of what I'm seeing and picking up on. Oh, interesting. You have involvement with the law coming through, and that's not the first time that we had that. It could be a legal situation coming through, and this could be something that's making you feel quite down, or, if it's not, again, physical law, it could, again, be just like something has gone against how it should have, like against the universe law, like this was unfair, this was unbalanced, this is unfair completely. Maybe someone may have cheated, maybe someone has, kind of done something against you, is what I'm picking up on. And this is why you were stuck in these emotions, was because like there's really a certain level of disbelief. But don't worry, karma does exist, and that's what the Justice card is about. We have fears, worries, tense situations. Someone is leaving your life. Okay, so this actually feels like somebody who is holding this dagger, somebody who gave you fears, is leaving your life or has left your life. Okay, so things are going to be balanced from here on out. We have a goal-orientated person, which was one of the first ones that came up for you. So this is an energy that you're sticking to at this time, so which is amazing. You've always been a goal-orientated person. Again, so you're just stepping back into that beautiful energy that you can attain and be. For Virgo, please, for this week. Very, very beautiful. We have Mountain Road coming through. You are on the road to success, Virgo, which is incredible. This then came through with the star, guaranteed success. We do have scissors, okay? So again, you may have had to cut somebody out here who was creating fear, worries, tense situations, all right? You may be cutting that karmic tie, all right? The disappointment in some affair. We then have Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something that you did in the past. And we also have Fan coming through, which says romance, celebration, and party. So some of you may be meeting somebody through a party, through some sort of celebration, okay? All right, you're gaining some sort of financial abundance from, something that happened in the past. All right, that's way too many, but I'm going to show you. The first one that came up, which is very important, is Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race, okay? We then have Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. You're moving towards that, which is amazing. A lot of water cards coming through. So again, it's your emotions. And with that being said, we have Groundhog Spirit as well. So time to let go. Time to let go of that pain and all those things we've been holding on tightly to. All right, my angels, because of safety, it does come up that way. The only reason why we hold on to, events that have happened to us is because your body is kind of wired to do that. It's like, all right, so this brought us a lot of pain, so this is something to avoid. This equals danger. And unfortunately, if it comes from, love, let's say, for example, love is an incredible thing. Love is an amazing thing and can bring in so much joy and happiness. But if we have loved the wrong person, and, then now love translates to danger because of some messed up person, so we're kind of having to unlearn that. The same with, just in general, it feels like you've had a really, really bad experience in some area or areas of your life. So this is something that you're having to retrain yourself to step out of so that you can gain more and do more with your life. And that's what the Empress is all about. Empress. Anyway, I love you guys, Virgo. Thank you guys so much always for your support. I really do wish you guys the best. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.